Well, straight back out, different chairs. But same mission for Charlie and Liam. They've got to win. That's on the bottom line for these two pairs in this match. The only way they can qualify realistically is with victory in this match. The only way they stay alive, not by winning, is if this match ends a draw and the next one ends a draw. And that way they stay alive because they can qualify by way of 6 red shootout 4 ways, which we don't have to say anymore that we've never seen that happen. We now know it is factually possible because it has happened 2 weeks ago. First ever 4-way 6 red. Both of these teams would prefer not to be in it. And for the second time tonight, Charlie Earnshaw nails a double and forgets about his cue ball.
Yeah, when you're playing those back doubles to the middle, that cue ball to the opposite centre, same one as the ball goes in, it is in play, and he's done it twice. Ball in hand here, 8 ball being the problem ball, or are they happy with the double?
It's still open table.
And it's still open table, yeah. I think I'd be happy with a double here. Yeah, I really do. Has he come too far?
That's a really not brilliant opening shot from the young pairing. They have, fortunately, got options to rework.
Yeah, they do. They have the one at the top of the table.
I think they can take the higher of these two as well into the middle pretty comfortably.
Oh, it's still on. Yeah, they're still okay.
Oh,
no.
Didn't see that one coming.
This match already just feels like it's edgy because the loser of it's out.
Yeah.
So it just has that slightly different feel to that first match where everyone's settling in. 2 bad mistakes the first 2 visits. These yellows are no picnic, though. Real challenge. So the 8 ball wasn't really a problem on the reds because the double's in play. Well, it is a problem on the yellows because of the yellow above it. And that isn't even the... You know, there's problems elsewhere as well. Half a chance on reds again. That was asking a lot to slow roll that across the table and drop it into the left centre pocket. Maybe the double. Maybe the red was in the way of the double. Liam and Charlie have got to find a way to get into this frame because the finish isn't an option. They missed the loss of turn on their previous visit. They're going to try and do it again. And they missed it again. I'm not sure about the loss of turn anyway, because if you make the loss of turn, so let's say you get that red full in the face, you're leaving the red to left centre full ball on. All the reds go, and then we know the 8 ball on the double is no problem. So that was... They've actually benefited by not making it because the red's gone onto the top cushion. Still not terrible to get to it. There might even be enough room to, if they leave that as last ball, to then drop the 8 ball into the right centre, but they might not get that far because it's gone slightly wrong.
Yeah, they can still keep going in this visit, just about. But they're up against it.
This is very thin. Keep an eye on the cue ball. Keep an eye on the cue ball.
It was so tough to control. He actually executed the shot, I thought, beautifully. But judging the pace there was so tough.
Problem with coming, I mean, you go pretty close to making this 7-8 times out of 10. You're not going to be on the last red if you make it.
And they've opened everything out. Had to play it with pace, because if they were just trying to make it, they'd play it a lot softer, a bit more controlled. But they knew they had to play it with a little bit of juice just to move the cue ball away.
Well, they missed the counter in the Scotch frame in the first match, and it sort of sent them down a bad path. This one's an easier counter. Want to play one really good positional shot to get on the one nicely to top right, and that would be your last ball for 8 ball top left. So it's all about what ball do you want to use to get there. Looks like the way they're going is going to be the one to bottom left gets them there. No, they were too straight. Got to play a good shot now. I think there was a better route out. They could have played the one they just played, then this one, and then left centre, get some high on the one to bottom right, and they are short. I think they went the wrong way round 3 shots ago. Now this is thin twice across the table. Keep an eye on the cue ball, middle pockets in play. Right centre more than left centre, I think.
Don't worry about the cue ball. You got to worry about the ball forward in the hole too. Another big moment.
Haven't left it easy, but they've left a chance. Oh, that's beautiful. That is a lovely shot.
Oh, and the 8-ball jaws. They've had a couple of big moments fall against them in this night.
It looked like he was concerned of the in-off, but if you're concerned of the in-off, just screw it in and put the cue ball middle of the top cushion. Floated it in whether the cue ball was then close to the... Oh, Liam.
Oh, well, you can't believe it.
What's going on out there?
You said it might be edgy.
Well, it's definitely edgy. Oh,
I didn't think it'd be this edgy. The Wizard, Oscar Newton, gets his partnership on the boards. And we talked about, didn't we, in the very sort of early stages of Liam and Charlie's match, that both players will probably feel like, you know, it wasn't ideal, but they got over the line, so they feel good about winning the frame. I think that's the sort of frame where neither team ends up feeling particularly good about it.
Yeah, the only difference being if you win it, you can just write it off and say, oh, we still won it. But yeah, that was a frame where mistakes were flying in left, right and centre. Some frustration in that one from Liam White. Sodderton stripes flying in all over the place. Good layout, this. I mean, said that a few times tonight. Liam will be disappointed. Oh, Liam. Wow. The chances he's missed tonight have been jarring. I mean, it's really hard to kind of work out what's going on. I was about to say that he's had some good chances tonight and made a mess of it, but this one I just can't see how he can go wrong. And he misses the simple ball to the centre. Can argue that he was maybe worried about falling behind the Reds, but I think if he makes centre pocket, he hits the red full in the face and he's perfect.
It's a pretty good safety as well from the young pairing.
I think he's missed the cannon he was looking for there. Two Reds together are a problem. I don't think they're not set to go in. I don't know if you can squeeze it enough to make the plant, but I think he was playing into them. This frame's actually in the balance.
Well, Liam White is going to get a bit of a reprieve. Not sure whether you'd agree that he deserves one or not. It's been a strange start to the evening for Danger Mouse.
I think his mind will be racing a little bit here. just simply that the mistakes he'd made have been really jarring. He's made some very bad mistakes tonight, and sometimes you obviously miss and you make mistakes, but you just got to. Sometimes they get in your mind because they're poor ones.
Yeah, for the level of player that Liam is and plays too, really, really jarring. We say it a lot about certain players. Well, about every player. Sometimes you never quite settle until you make your first 8 ball. I feel like Liam White could really do with one of those. Well executed. Little finish here. Jack Swinnerton defeated by the Danger Mouse, who will just be pleased, so pleased, to be back in the shed with a 1 next to his partnership's name. And you can almost see the relief in his body language as he takes his pew.
Yeah, it's strange things happen when you're out there. Mistakes creep in. Saw a match actually last time we had a Pro Series. I think he was playing Sean Chipperfield, where he was playing like this and then was able just to snap out of it halfway through the match and then turn it on and ended up winning the match in a bit of a thriller. That's what he needs tonight. He needs to let that 8 ball that he's just potted be a catalyst to finding the positive visits.
That's a lovely little cut break from Oscar Newton. Tough first shot, but if he gets it, Reds in particular have a route out. I love how quickly he's on it as well. No hesitation. And just fires it in. Stops the white. How's that for a settler? He's really impressed me, tonight, Oscar Newton.
Yeah, I agree. Just looking at this layout, though, it's the 8 ball. The 8 ball tells you the way to go here. Where does it go? Is it comfortable to get on it left centre? It obviously goes right centre. Doesn't go many other places, if at all. So can he find a way to deal with it? Do you move it? Does that make life easier? Well, there you go. See, it clearly goes top left. Oh, he missed the cannon he was looking for. It looks like he was canning in the yellow. Stay straight on the one to right centre.
Well, he's left sight of one of the yellows. But even if you take out execution, I feel like it's an impressive choice of shot from the young man. Not going to risk it all and go game. He's shown tonight some really clear decision making, and it's all part of that composure that's been so particularly impressive.
I agree. Charlie might put himself in trouble here. If he clips off this yellow and gets cue ball to the top of the table, he's just going to be tied up on the next shot without much risk. Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. A really easy snooker here. He's actually left the red on to bottom left. It's at the play, though. It's a big shot if you take it on because you're risking the frame.
Could just play a version of the shot that he just played, sort of like a dump shot. It's on the bottom cushion, but
I'd just play the snooker here. Why not just clip off this red?
There's no way.
There's no risk. I mean, even if you didn't quite get the snooker, you're not leaving anything on, and Charlie would then have to hit a cushion. There was no benefit to coming down the table to lay the snooker. I really just clip off it and delicate little one at the top. Whatever Charlie does, you're going to have a chance to win the frame off the next visit, unless he pulls out a miracle shot. And now it's in the balance again. No, it's not even in the balance. Charlie's favourite right now because he's got a shot on. he can play the yellow to right centre without going into the 8-ball, and that's the play, just pulling it back. If he's going into the 8-ball, then this can go wrong. Oh, beautiful. Use the 8-ball.
He's controlled that really well.
Yeah, really, really nice shot.
A little bit more like it from Charlie Earnshaw, honestly. For a player who's, you know, a really, really good level. And has shown this year in the Challenger Series, which is, as it always has been, a series full of sharks everywhere you look. The fact that he's still barely old enough to drive. Oh, wow, just to say that. A really jarring miscue.
Yeah, very, very strange. It's not as though there's any reason to really over-nip that or do anything else. Just a fairly comfortable, you know, comfortable screw shot, really. Just screw it off to the side cushion on the 8-ball nicely.
Might need a little bit more tam chalk on there. That is a hell of a recovery, mind.
Well, not on the 8-ball, though. Great pot.
How would you like it? Has he got a really, really thin cut?
No, I think he's got the double. Yeah, you can see enough to make the double. This is high tariff, but it's on.
Oh, Charlie Earnshaw. Well, from 0 to hero. A jarring miscue where he would have felt like his world was falling down. And a pretty good safety, you got to say. All they could really do on reds was sort of leave the next 2 balls really awkward. And Charlie Earnshaw has nailed a long pot and nailed a really difficult double.
How about that for a recovery?
What an amazing
unbelievable.
finish.
Unbelievable. And you see how frustrated he is when he sat down. He was almost a little bit ashamed to take it, really, considering the mistake he made previously. How about a golden break on the back of that as well, just to hammer it in. You know, I've got the 8-ball in motion. Nothing else, though. Nothing's going to fall. Really good layout, this. There's an out here. You can argue there's an out on both, but I think red's to the play. Less work.
Red ball's in play.
That may have made things harder, not easier. Still on, though. Still goes. Can they play the one to bottom left without playing into the yellow? Get on to the next ball. Not easy. Not sure it's on. You can make the pot, but how do you get on the next red?
Well, they're still fighting in this frame. But I think fighting is the operative word. Oh, he's cued that in. A dream. And all of a sudden they're going to path to the 8-ball too. Oh, I tell you what, young lads. What a finish this is. Well, there we go. The Wizard and the Spider. Not even old enough to take their GCSEs, and they are dishing up on prime time telly.
And that's one of those finishes from your opponent's perspective that hurts as well. You're watching all the way through that, you're thinking, oh, they're just digging a hole here. They're digging a hole, they're going to make it nice and easy, 3-1, we've got away with a match here. And then they dig their way out of it, and it's 2-2.
2 frames up.
Maybe they're chasing the 8 with 1:12 to play.
Oscar Newton has been excellent tonight. If he's to find himself a minute buzzer beater, it really would be one hell of an Ultimate Pool TV debut. He might have a chance to go deep on it.
Yeah, this is doable. This is very doable. I think he should have pulled back there. The one on the cushion's the last ball for the 8 ball. Just drop the one in bottom left now. Just drop it in dead weight. No, he's going to pull this one back. Oh, that will do.
That couldn't have come out much better.
That will do.
32 seconds and ticking. How in control of the time is he? He might have a swing at this 8 ball. 20 seconds.
He should get there. He should get there. Just doesn't want to leave it straight, and he hasn't. He made sure of it too much almost. But there's room.
Needs to play it quick. 10 seconds. Cue ball's going to be running. In goes the red. Is he going to have a shot at the 8 ball? I think he's going to just run out of time. He is.
Oh,
he is.
Oh, wow.
He almost lost the match there, which is your reaction right there, side. But the shot was played after the match ended. Therefore, no loss of frame. And the match ends 2-2. That was how close Oscar Newton came to the buzzer beater. Just lost his way. But that result is barely any good for both sets of pairs. A draw keeps him alive in the night, but the only way through is by 4-way 6 red shootout now. That was dramatic.